Hey guys, so I'm excited to announce that we're going to allow you guys to use our Nuvita app for this challenge. And if you did not do the 30-day quarantine challenge, then you're not going to be familiar with this, but it's very helpful. What you want to do is go to your app store and you're going to type in Nuvita, and that's Nuvita, and then download that. And it's got a little icon. It's got like a little flame in a yellow box. That's the icon. But Nuvita, Nuvita. So download that app, and then I'm going to be shooting you guys an email with the code, the org code. So once you fill out, all your personal information and stuff, it'll ask you for an org code, and that, I believe, I don't know which one's first. I don't know if they ask for the org code first or not, but download it. That way, once you get the org code, you will be able to plug that in, and then it'll take you right to our app, and then you can join the challenge. And I have a screen video that I've done where I've walked through all of this, how to join the challenge, how to access the resources, the meal planning, the exercises, the heart rate monitor, if you want to do that, all that stuff. That'll be right after this. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this app. It's very, very helpful. Highly, highly recommend that you at least use the resources portion of it if you're not going to use the heart rate monitoring or any of the other stuff. But the resources, the meal plan part, the exercises, those are really, really helpful. So, all right, and on to the app. All right, everybody. So now that you have the Nuvita CoreSync app downloaded, hopefully you have, there you'll see this little icon, and it's got the little flame on it, it's a yellow box. So when you click on that, it takes you to the homepage of the app. So now there's a lot of stuff in here, and I'll go over it as thoroughly and as fast as I can. The most important thing, though, is going to be at the top left box here. You'll see under challenges, they got the box that says post-quarantine challenge and join. So what you want to do is click join, and that will then join you to the challenge. And then you click that box again, and it takes you to the back end, all of the resources and what your stats are. So how many meals you've tracked, weigh-ins, your heart rate, if you choose to do that stuff, progress photos, measurements, all that. Let's go back up here. So first we're going to go to resources. This is by far the most important part of this app. If you don't use the app for anything else, use it for the resources. So you'll click on resources, and now you'll see there's a welcome, meal plan, exercise plan, recipes, coaching, tools and tips, all this stuff. Go through each one of these. Doesn't take that long. So if you click on welcome, you'll see this kind of describes the app a little bit. I've got a little video here, and there's some information. And then going back to the app again, you'll go to meal plan. Now this is, out of all of these, this is the most important part, your meal plan. So click on meal plan, and what you'll do is you'll see a little video that I did kind of describing what's going to happen here. And then if you scroll down, you'll see the options. So step one, this is a clean eating option. This is whether you, this is totally up to you whether you want to do it or not. The clean eating option is not a specific meal plan, meaning we're not telling you exactly what to eat for each meal. We're just giving you a list, and you'll see it here, this clean eating list of really good foods to choose from. So if you make a meal plan and you're using these foods, you're going to get good results as long as you're sticking with it, 80% of the time. There's also a portion guide that goes along with this, and that's at the bottom, and it's basically like the palm of your hand or your clenched fist or the size of your thumb for fat. So if you just wanted to kind of wing it and put together a really good meal plan that you can do on your own, that is a good way to go. Or you can do a specific option, and I kind of go over what that means here, and as you can see in the bold, says I would recommend that you use a transformation plan for your challenge. So if you have not used our transformation plan yet, or if it's been a while, I think that's going to be your best bet. About 90% of our clients use that, get great results, and it's specific. It gives you specific things to eat for each meal, so it's just takes the guesswork out, basically. And we have them all on here, so if you hit side one, it'll take you to the actual meal plan, and then you can download it, you can print it, you can do whatever you want with it, make notes on it. But this is really probably the best meal plan to start with if you're new to this or if you haven't done it in a while. All right, so now going back, transformation plans, like I said, highly recommended, but we have a lot of options. So we have a 2-week paleo plan with a shopping list and recipes, and we have a 2-week keto plan with shopping list and recipes. And the 2 weeks doesn't mean that it's only good for 2 weeks. It means that there's 2 weeks of different meals at every single meal that you're going to have. So it gives you a wide variety of options. You can mix and match, however you want, really, with any of the meals that are on these 2-week plans. So you can kind of create a bigger variety, if that's your thing. And what we found is a lot of people, if they have too much variety, they tend to fall off the plan. So You want to try to be pretty consistent with what you're doing and not get too complicated with the meals that you're planning. But there are a lot of options here. Then we have two different women's 1,500 calorie meal plans and two different men's 1,800 calorie meal plans. So if you feel like you want more calories than what's in the transformation plan, or you just want, again, 2 weeks worth of different meals for each meal plan, these are the options to choose. And again, you'll just click on whatever box you'd like. It'll take you to the Google Drive that has the document, and you can print that off or download it to your phone, and you'll have it at your fingertips. So huge. And then if you have any questions, that's what we're here for. So I don't want you to think that you're just going to have this meal plan and that's it. We don't help you at all, because that's not true. We're all certified nutritionists here at the store, and what we want to do is make sure that you're getting results. So if you have any questions when you do your weigh-ins, make sure you bring them and ask us so we can walk you through exactly what's going to happen, or exactly what to change if things aren't moving in the right direction. Or if you're hungry at certain times, we'll make sure that we make modifications to whatever plan you pick to make sure that you're not feeling hungry, that you're feeling satisfied. Remember, these are not crash diets. These are just different ways of structuring your eating so that you are getting the results that you're after. Scrolling down, you'll see a coursing food storyboard. And so I'll go with that in a second. Basically, what you're going to do is take pictures of your food and rate it. Thumbs up if you know it's a good one. Thumbs sideways if you're not sure. Thumbs down if you know you screwed that one up. This is just for your edification, to make sure that you're on track and keeping mindful of what you're putting in your body. And then the portion guide that I mentioned that goes with the clean eating guide, that's down here. So gives you a good idea of some general, measurements for both men and women. So that is the meal plan aspect of it. And then going back to the resources, you'll see there's an exercise plan. It kind of talks about heart rate training. And if you have a heart rate monitor, or if you want one, we sell them. They're like $75, I believe. And they link up with the app here, so you can track your heart rate. Or you'll see down here at the bottom, you got Apple Watch, Garmin Watch integration. If you have either one of those will integrate with the app. So as you do your workouts, you'll track you start your workout on your Apple Watch, and it downloads to your health kit, and then your health kit uploads to the app once that's done. All that is taken care of automatically once you complete the integration steps that are listed in the instructions. Really easy to do. Let's go to amazing recipes. So this is pretty cool if you want a lot of variety, or just some variety for some different meals. It'll show you a picture and then a recipe for all these different meals here. There's also a link that you can click to download some more specific instructions. And then going to Tools and Tips 1. So that's week 1. And that's visible for you guys now. Beginning the week after this challenge starts, you'll see week 2 and then week 3. And each one is going to have some different tools and tips. So you'll see in this first one, you'll have a hunger scale. Definitely go through that to kind of monitor your own, hunger and how you're feeling throughout the day. Whether it's, are you really hungry, or are you just thirsty, or are you just bored? So definitely good information there. And then we have some workouts. There's a strength-based plan that you don't need any weights for, a full body dumbbell workout. If you have a couple of dumbbells or access to them, that'll work. And then a strength and metabolic circuit plan. Now that the gyms are open, that's a good one because it has a lot more complex exercises to do. And there's also videos for each one. If you don't know, what a Romanian deadlift is, there'll be a video next to it that you can click on, and it'll show you proper form. And then why including strength training? We get a lot of people that say, they want to lose fat, so they're only going to do a bunch of cardio. That's really not the best way to lose fat. And strength training is by far the best way. Doing cardio is good for your general health, but strength training is really where you're going to get the muscle tone and tightness, and also the increase in fat loss, because muscle burns 5 times more calories than fat. So moving down, we have a few more workouts. So every week you're going to get these smart workouts, and these are some videos of some things that you can do with little to no equipment at home, at the gym. Doesn't matter, and they're really good at metabolic conditioning. And so this is going to get your heart rate up, increase oxygen consumption, create an oxygen deficit so that you burn a lot more fat. So that's all on the resources. So now we're going to go back here and click back and get back to the main portion of the app. And so if you choose to use the heart rate monitor, this activity center, it'll show you exactly what your calories that you burned and what percentage of time that you spent in or above your zones. And that's really important. We can talk about heart rate zones later. There's also a video on here, so you can feel free to click around on that. The nutrition, that's where you're going to take a picture of your food and you're going to rate it. And that's just, again, for your edification to make sure you're on track. We don't assign any points to any of this stuff, whether it's the activity or the nutrition. It's just really good for you guys to know. So it's an extra tool for you to use. Body composition. From your in-body sheet, you can plug in your weight and your body fat percentage, and it'll track it on this app. Measurements, I highly recommend doing this. You click the plus sign, and then it shows you where to do your measurements. And doing this on a weekly basis is good to see non-scale victories. Make sure that your inches are dropping or increasing if you're on a gainer, depending on where you want to. And you're the only one that sees that. Same thing with progress photos. So you get a plus, and it'll show you how to line up for your photos. And then when you hit the plus sign next to each one, it'll set up the camera so that you can take your picture or have somebody take it for you. When you see your pictures lined up, week by week, it's again a non-scale victory. And a lot of times, if the scale's not shifting much, but your body composition is, it'll be visible week to week. When you see yourself in the mirror every single day, it's tough to notice a difference. But when you see, line up of pictures over every week, it's a lot more satisfying and gratifying. Gives you the knowledge that you're doing the right thing and you're on the right path. And again, you're the only one that sees those, so you don't have to worry about anybody else seeing those. The coach. So now this is really cool. When you click on the coach, you'll be able to send me a message, and that's for you guys to use. So if you have any questions, like Rebecca asked me what site to sign up on, and I will answer. And this is something that you can use anytime. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And it's good for questions. It's good for me to reach out to you guys to let you know if anything special is coming up. The leaderboard down here on the left is if you're using the heart rate monitors, whether you got the Garmin watch, the Apple Watch, or the heart rate monitor chest strap. When you do your workouts, it's going to track how many minutes you spend in and above your zone, and then it's going to compare you with everybody else who is also using the app and in the challenge, and then there'll be a leaderboard. So if you're competitive, like I am, that actually really helped me when I first did this as a beta test. I'd always try to beat the people that were above me, so I'd do an extra 5 minutes of cardio or do an extra, 15 minutes of weight training, whatever I needed to do to beat the guy that was in front of me. And then the feed, this is pretty cool. So this is a social media feed. It's basically like a Facebook group, but within the app. So nobody outside of the group sees this. So it's a really good place to share recipes and tips and tricks, and just be a community. So that is the app and how it works. All right, guys, we will see you very soon.